At the Capital Grain Museum, history meets grandeur. Steel yards from Ming and Qing dynasties are on display, while He Shunju in Qing dynasty has been reconstructed. The old grain shop in Beixin Tiao in the last century. The Kai Cao Festival along the Tongzhou Grand Canal, and the various grain measuring tools present a vivid scene of China's grainy stories. Eternal Canal, water transport of the imperial capital. In the past, Beijing's grain supply mainly depended on canal transportation. For thousands of years, canal transport witnessed the transfer of grain and sustenance from south to north. In ancient times, there was a saying that the transport of water is prosperous and the national transport is prosperous. With a large number of ships from all over the city trying to transport materials and grain, Beijing-Hangzhou Grand Canal transport in Tongzhou remained busy. People held a grand Kai Cao festival to celebrate the arrival of the first batch of official grain transport to Tongzhou. Grain storage is also critical before and after the transport. About 10,000 years ago, cultivated agriculture took root. People began to pay attention to seed storage and processing, which marked the beginning of China's own grain storage. The modern granary has come a long way from being a basic storage space to a more advanced granary, such as round granary, brick round granary, steel plate granary, and large flat granary. To sell grains, grain stores popped up. Founded in 1915, Da He Heng Grain Store was as famous as Chuanzhu De and Rui Fuxiang in 1930s and 1940s. In the museum, one can see red lanterns hung high at the gate of Da He Heng, while gold signboards shine bright. A figurine of a shopkeeper stands behind the counter, in front of a steel yard, and the shelves behind are full of rice and wheat flour. One can see customers poring over various wares. Science and technology drives agriculture and the future of grain. From initial sowing, harvesting, threshing, and processing of all human operations to today's full range of agricultural farming machinery and semi-mechanization, China's agricultural development has evolved from backward to advanced, traditional to modern, planning to market, to today's smart agriculture, enabled by science and technology. China is now one of the world's largest agricultural development countries. Seemingly simple from the outside, the museum displays more than 500 ancient objects and more than 400 old photographs, which are a testimony to the efforts of generations to ensure food supply and maintain food security in Beijing. Stable agriculture leads to happy farmers, and in turn, a stable and safe world. Smart agriculture is the future of agriculture.